What's up, everybody? Miggity Mike here in the kitchen doing something different today. So there's something I don't usually talk about too much unless you're a friend of mine, but I got a lot of food allergies. I've been doing the vegan thing for about 7 years, almost 8 years now. And I also really love doing ketosis. So I was told I need to start shooting some videos. So today we're gonna make a cream of lobster mushroom soup. All right, here's what we got. First and foremost, almond milk, unsweetened. If you want this to taste better, then I would suggest making your own almond milk. Soak the almonds, use a Vitamix or whatever, and make your own using a cheesecloth. It makes it super creamy. It is amazing. But for today, we're going for simplicity. This is actually a really quick meal. We'll time it, but it takes somewhere around a half an hour. Almond milk, pepper, salt, onion powder. This is the last of my fresh picked lobster mushrooms. This works really good with broccoli. You can do other mushrooms, so cream of mushroom soup, cream of broccoli soup, cream of whatever. You can use a half an onion, and Costco, gotta love it, they got organic cauliflower. Let's get it going. So I used to have a blog. It was called Tequila and Tacos, or Tacos and Tequila, I can't remember. So normally, here it is. We should have a little something in here. It's a little earlier today. It's like 4:52, so the tequila comes later.
Dad.
Start with 4 cups of unsweetened almond milk of your choice. You can use another rice milk, soy milk, whatever. I don't do soy, I don't do corn, I don't do citrus, I don't do nightshade. No potatoes, tomatoes, peppers, that kind of stuff. I also don't do sugar. Okay, I'm gonna get that going on high. While we're doing that, I'm gonna start sauteing up some mushrooms. Put this on a medium high. For me, it's about a 5. Going with some, I would normally like to use avocado oil. My wife's allergic to avocados, so going with the olive oil. And once again, I love Costco. Kirkland extra virgin olive oil, organic, super cheap. Toss the mushrooms in there. Should have had a little bit more, but that's all I have. I'm gonna actually have to go out and do some more picking this weekend, hopefully. While that's going, we're gonna get an onion chopped up. It's gonna go in the Vitamix anyways, so really don't have to chop it that fine. So we got 4 cups of almond milk. Gonna do 4 cups of florets, cauliflower. And I honestly guesstimate, I have a measuring cup here, but really, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's just for fun. Then, somewhere to start with, about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. You can change that later as you wish. Do another, so 1 teaspoon of, I should do a half a teaspoon of, oh, that's garlic. Let's get onion, not garlic powder. Well, look at that, onion powder is apparently empty. So you can do about a teaspoon, half a teaspoon of onion powder. Today, I guess we're not going to. It'll be just fine. And I love pepper. I can't do nightshades, so like I said, no peppers. I love spice, so I use a rainbow pepper, and I put a lot of it in there. Oh, you want some? Sorry.
Yes.
Daughter doesn't like quite as much pepper as I do, so I'll season that later.
No, I do not.
We're gonna cook up the lobster mushrooms. We're gonna let this steam. I'm gonna put a lid on here. Let it go for, 10 minutes or so, just until the cauliflower is soft, and we'll be back shortly. I'm still on high, but be careful. Usually I won't even put the lid on until I see it start to boil. This does love to froth up and go everywhere. So you're gonna want to lid in a little bit, but you'll have to make sure to turn it down to a simmer. Also, looks like our lobster mushrooms are starting to sizzle. While the lobster mushrooms are cooking and we're waiting for the almond milk / cauliflower to start going, here's a little backstory. So I got chronic back pain. I've had 2 back surgeries. I used to be a paramedic, and after the second back surgery, I still had pain. The surgery didn't help. Went to see a naturopath, and I didn't get much sleep last night, so my eyes were a little puffy, but I had really dark circles under my eyes, and he was like, hey, you have food allergies. So after doing an elimination diet, I found out that nightshades were actually causing a lot of my back pain. So by reducing nightshades, potatoes, tomatoes, bell peppers, eggplants, that kind of stuff, a lot of my back pain went away. I also found out I was allergic to soy. So soy makes me extremely tired, in a fog, hazy, so I can't do the soy. Corn and coffee actually give me seasonal allergy symptoms. If I have corn or coffee, I will, with about 30 minutes, just start sneezing, runny nose, itchy eyes. This is, I have actually had seasonal allergies for most of my life. Once I got rid of the corn and coffee out of my diet, my seasonal allergies pretty much gone. Like it was night and day, just crazy different. I watched a documentary a long time ago, and I started doing the vegan thing. I was gonna just do it for a month or so, and 7.5 years later, I'm still doing it. So that's also part of my my lifestyle. My doctor finally got me off sugar as well. I have no problems with allergy sensitivities, anything like that, or sugar. But sugar, there's nothing good. There's nothing good in sugar for you. You don't need it. Your pancreas can only produce so much insulin. Your body can't. Sugar's toxic. So I got rid of the sugar as well. Ever since doing that, I now have to come up with a lot of my own recipes and modify other ones. So that's what we're going to try to do. We're going to film some of the different recipes, and hopefully have somebody out there with the same kind of allergies and problems, you get a little benefit from it. All right, let's keep it going. These mushrooms are starting to look pretty good, but yeah. So this is a good one for ketosis. You'll have to actually calculate your own. Oh, here we are. Also, 1 second. So this is what I was talking about. You have to start watching it now. Now that it's actually about to start boiling, it will froth up very, very fast. Very. Get the mason jar ready. Okay. So now I'm gonna turn that one down just to 3 or so, and you still have to even watch it at 3. It'll still boil over. You'll probably see that in a minute. The mushrooms are almost done being sauteed. This is gonna depend on what kind of mushrooms you're using, or broccoli, whatever. Cook it how you want, then throw it in. You know how to cook vegetables, right? The mushrooms, I went ahead and cooked. Took about, let's just say 6 minutes on that. This is still going, looking good. Let's give it a little stir. All we're doing is just softening up the cauliflower. We can kind of simmer it later to thicken it if we want. I usually don't do a lot, but we'll see. That is looking fantastic. Put the lid back on for another few minutes. Oh yeah, I turned it down to 3, and yeah, it's still boiled over. This is a very, all right, let's turn it down to a 2. This happens a lot, but guess what? I got a washcloth in my back pocket for such instances. Look at that. Hashtag no edit. Isn't that, or hashtag no filter? What do the kids say nowadays?
I don't know, I'm not cool enough for that.
Also, let's take a break from my sponsor. It's actually not my sponsor. I wish they were. This is not El Jimador. This is actually, hey, once again, Costco 100% de agave tequila. Pretty much the only alcohol I drink. I'll drink a good IPA from time to time, but I can't do many beers because of the allergies. So salute.
Shout out to Costco.
Shout out to Costco. Oh, hello, I didn't see you there. Let's continue with our recipe, please. Actually, we're almost done. This is the easy part now. About 10 minutes, I think, is what I went ahead and did for this. Let's go the safe route. Usually I just pour it in, but I don't need cauliflower splashing on me right now. Or I guess the cauliflower would be the splashing, the almond milk would do the splashing, whatever. We're gonna transfer the onions, the cauliflowers, and the almond milk all to the Vitamix. If you don't have a Vitamix, you should. These things are amazing. I would have never spent $400 on a blender. I could hook up on this one, and now that I have it, I understand why there's so much. Let's go. Okay. And here's the joy of the Vitamix. This stuff is just super creamy, no chunks, ready to go. So there's our base. This base, like I said, you can use it for most anything. It's a really good base. I did not have enough mushrooms, so I'll probably actually end up cooking some more just regular mushrooms. But that's it. You can now, if you want, put it on like a simmer to reduce, but you don't have to. The soup is actually ready to serve. I think that took about 15 to 17 minutes total. Like I said, I'm gonna cook up some more mushrooms real quick. But this is cream of lobster mushroom soup. Hope everyone has a fantastic day. Peace.